Preloaders, VI Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you noticed by now, or at least you should. All right, guys, I wanted to make a quick video just to give you a rundown of the scheduled events that I have planned so far this year. And I say so far because more are coming. Now, if you're not on my email notification list, guys, I definitely need you to do that. And I say that because everything that I'm about to tell you is, these people have already been emailed about this. Right? And that's why some of this stuff is already full. It's not available anymore. But the description section of all of my videos, guys, there's a link. And that link is for you to add yourself to my email notification list. All right? So it's nice and easy. That way, every time I send something out, you'll be in the know. You'll be notified. I'm going to put a link to that in the description section of this video as well. And I'm going to pin a link to it in the comment section. All right? So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys to add yourself to that email notification list. Now, I also want to let you know that the stuff that I'm talking to you about in this video is also on my website, and that's where you can go to register for it. So if you're not familiar, my website, I'll put it right here. All you have to do is click on where it says upcoming events, and bam, everything will be right there. Click on what you need to click on, and you can register right from there. If it's something that is a fee involved, a deposit secures your reservation. It's important that you know that. Like, there were a few people that registered for something. They just registered, they never sent in a deposit. And so their reservation wasn't secure. And once I get to a certain number, if you're holding up a spot because you didn't secure it, it's just going to be, somebody's going to take that spot, all right? Okay, so let's get right to it. The first thing coming up, guys, is actually this month. It's about 10 days from now, and that is Florida's practice session. I'm holding 2 practice sessions in Florida, the 23rd and the 24th. That's going to be at Gator Ford. This is going to be my 3rd practice session there. Or is it my 4th? No, I think it's my 3rd, right? And it's always a pleasure to come out there. Big shout out to Mike for making that happen. And again, guys, if you are not planning on participating, but you just want to come out and hang out, that's always welcome. Like, I get a lot of questions of people asking me, do I allow people to come out and just watch? Absolutely, of course. Again, FaceTime, right? But keep in mind that if I'm in your area, take advantage of the fact that I'm there. If you're interested in doing one of these things and you've been thinking about it, if I'm there, definitely participate. All right. Remember, there's no pressure. You don't have to do everything. So just in case that's something you're thinking about, I'm not ready to do exercise number 9, number 8, number 7, number 6. Doesn't matter. You don't have to. You do what you feel comfortable doing. That's what it's all about. Next, guys, April 6th. That's the Global Group Ride. Now, if you're not familiar with what the Global Group Ride is, I do a ride here on April 6th. And it's going to be the start of the new riding season. Of course, that doesn't apply here, but it applies to a lot of places, right? And it's called Global because I want you guys to do it with me. And so what that means is you guys on that date or any date before that, all right, or after that, because I know sometimes on that date, sometimes it's raining or snowing where you may be, right? But you take a ride or whatever it is, record it. Right, record a piece of it, just you talking to the camera, saying whatever you want to say. And if you're not familiar with that, or you want some ideas, you can look at last year's video from the Global Group Ride. And what I do is I take all of these videos that people send me, and I incorporate it into my video. And that signifies us all celebrating the new riding season together in that video, all over the world. All right, nothing really, it doesn't have to be anything really long, 2 minutes tops, you know. Some people don't even ride their bikes because of the weather. You can stand next to your bike and just say whatever you want to say to Preloader Nation. And I'm going to put that in the video, all right? I always love doing that. That's fun. So, of course, everybody can't come out here and ride with me. That list has already started. I'm up to 24 riders at this point. But like I said, if you don't want to come out here, if this is not a realistic thing for you to do, you can do it right from where you are. Nice and easy. Right, guys? All right, that's April 6th. Following that, guys, April 7th, I'm doing a spring practice session. All right, so every time I do the Global Group Ride, which is always a Saturday, Sunday we do a practice session. So some people travel here for the ride, and then while they're here, they can also participate in the practice session. All right, remember, if you're a VI Preloader, you practice with me for free here in Pooler, Georgia. So if I'm here in Pooler, Georgia, and I'm doing it, and you're a VI Preloader, come on out, let's make it happen. All right, April 12th and April 13th, guys, I'm scheduled to be in Texas for a practice session. But once again, Texas is not looking good. The biggest state out of all of them. And again, issues filling the practice session. So April 12th is a Friday. April 13th is a Saturday. That's when the practice sessions are scheduled. If you're interested in that, get your deposits in. But just like all the time, just like I had to do last year in Texas, as we get closer to the date, if I see that it's just not happening, I don't have enough people registering, then I'll just, regrettably, I'll cancel that. And everybody that gave me a deposit or paid in full, I'll just send you your money back. It's not a big deal at all, guys. There's a 1901 event going on out there around this same time period. That's why I'm going there to do a practice session during that time. And as much as I would love to go to that event and that be the sole reason why I'm going, it's really around these practice sessions as well. All right, that just is what it is, guys. May 4th and May 5th, I'll be in Southern California doing 2 practice sessions. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. That's going to be at the Lake Elsinore Church. So big shout out to Pastor Fred for allowing us to use that parking lot again. And big shout out to my California ambassadors, Gigi and Ruben, for being the liaison with all of that. Sunday session will be starting at 12:30 because there's church that day. So we have to start after church gets out. But the Saturday session starts at 9 like I always do. And that's always a good time. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to spending time with Ruben and Gigi and anybody else that's coming out. And I will let you know, California is almost full. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go on my website and click on where it says the California. Look for the California stuff and register, guys. Register. All right, June. June's going to be a busy month for me. So June 1st, I'm going to be at Grace Bible Church. That's in New Jersey, Allenwood, New Jersey. This is going to be my 3rd time there as well. Shout out to Joe for being the liaison and hooking that up. Again, that's June 1st, starts at 9. And I will let you know, that's already full. As a matter of fact, that's overbooked. So if you want to come out and just hang out, that's fine. But I'm not going to tell you to try to register because it's not going to let you anyway. It's full, all right? New Jersey does not play around. Whenever I do a practice session out there, it fills up quick because there's people coming from New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, you know, close places. So, but fret not, guys, because if you're willing to travel a little bit, the next day, which is June 2nd, I'll be in Maryland. Again, that's going to be my 3rd time there. Last year, I was planning on doing 2 more, another session at the end of the year in September. And that didn't work out because the weather just wasn't cooperating. So the plan now, June 2nd, I'll be in Maryland at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And again, I appreciate them allowing us to come there and do a practice session. It's a beautiful parking lot, beautiful facility. And that's not full yet, guys, right? So I'm letting you guys know now. I think after this video comes out, stuff's going to start happening. What also happens is people wait till the last minute and then I get all of these requests. Now, if it's not full, that's not a big deal, but it all depends on where it is. Some of these places fill up very quickly. Maryland's another one. So don't drag your feet on that one, guys. All right, June 9th, guys, I'm going to be in Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee at Bootlegger Harley Davidson for a practice session. Run to the Hills 4 is going to be the Saturday and the Friday before that, and I'll be there for that as well. So I'll be in Knoxville Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday practice session time, guys. That's not full, but that list is growing. So definitely make sure you get your registration in and your deposit. All right, guys, I told you June's going to be busy. June 15th and June 16th, I'll be in Mississippi, right? Southern Thunder Harley Davidson. Shout out to them again for allowing us to use their range to do the practice sessions. And so again, we had a great time there. Freshly paved parking lot out there that they do their MSF courses on. And they're allowing us to use one of them because they have 3 of them, I think, or 4, right? That's how much room they have. So it's going to be good to come back out there and talk to the people out there. They treated us very well last time, and I'm looking forward to it again this time. So if you're interested in Mississippi, definitely register, guys. Get that registration in. Okay, the last thing for June 29th and June 30th, I'm going to be in Ohio. All right, that's 810 DSW Road. Shout out to Mike Weisenbach, Pro Rider Columbus, for once again hosting us there. Highly appreciate it. My Ohio ambassador, Joe Go from Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures, he's going to be out there. Also, my Illinois ambassador, Jason Zandy, he's going to be out there. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys and just watching them ride. I love to watch them ride. Just great guys. That's why they're ambassadors. Remember, being an ambassador is not just about how you ride, but it's a big part of it. And they definitely fit the bill. So if you're not registered for that, guys, definitely register for that. Ohio is another place that fills up quickly. That's all I'm going to say. And lastly, guys, July 13th and July 14th, I'm going to be in North Carolina. Once again at Cox's Harley Davidson. This will be my 3rd time there. So shout out to them as well for allowing us to use their range and hosting us. I appreciate that. My North Carolina ambassador, Andy, he'll be out there as well. I forgot to mention for Florida, my Florida ambassadors, Lori and Mike, they'll be out there as well. So anytime I get an opportunity to spend time with my ambassadors, I always appreciate that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. While I'm in Maryland, I believe my Virginia ambassador, which is Kenneth, and my Maryland ambassador, which is Mario, they should be out there too. They're both still working, so I can't guarantee that they're going to be there. But if they're available, I'm pretty sure they're going to come show up. Right? Always good to have my ambassadors there. They help me out big time, whether it be at a practice session or just representing Be the Boise Motorcycle and Preloader Nation. Right? All right, guys. And so far, that's it. That's all I have that's actually scheduled, that's locked down. But I get conversations all the time from people about practice sessions where they are. So I'm going to say this again. If you want me to come to your location for a practice session, you just have to find me a legitimate location to do it, right? It can't just be, yeah, this parking lot's always empty, right? And then we get there and set up and a security guard with a flashlight comes out and tells us we got to go. It's got to be legitimate where somebody owns that property and they say, yes, you can use it. Once you have that, that's what starts the process. And because you are the liaison, you don't have to pay for that traveling practice session. And then we go from there. I put it out there to Preloader Nation and we'll see what the interest is. If we have enough interest that makes it make sense for me to come out there and do it, then I'll gladly do it. At this point, the sky's kind of the limit, right? If I'm going to California, I can fly there, not a big deal. I can pretty much go anywhere. It just has to make sense logistically and financially. All right, guys? And of course, I want to do this with as many people as possible. But if you know you live in an area that's kind of remote, you know, the odds are we're not going to be able to fill 2 classes. And when I say 2 classes, depending on how far I'm going, for instance, I'm going to North Carolina and I'm doing two days there. North Carolina is only 4 hours from me, just like Florida is only 4 hours from me. So I don't have to fill up 2 days for me to make that happen. But if it's 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, yeah, that's got to make sense. I got to fill that up, all right? I'm sure you guys understand that. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. All right, guys? All right, listen, that's all I got. Remember, add yourself to that email notification list because I can almost guarantee you there's going to be some other practice sessions coming up this year. All right? All right, guys, I love you. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I hope to see you guys out there, whether you're participating or just coming to hang out. Break out of the mold of the average rider, guys. Look at Violet looking all good. Oh, my gosh. And the new stereo system in this is bananas, guys. Bananas. Sounds audio. Anyway, seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. That's why we're coming out to practice. And if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have time to practice on them. That's not my opinion. Until next time.